picks on Starbuck's side. He's gonna be playing random versus Happy's Undead, of course. So that is something that Happy has to deal with now. You gotta scout, and I can tell you already that the first match will be human versus undead. And usually Happy would be going Lich first now, going expansion, ultra aggression, but he doesn't know what his opponent's gonna be playing. So do you want to go Lich first when you're uncertain? We'll see about that. What is Happy's way of playing undead versus random these days, and how fast will he confirm this? This could definitely be Lich as well, but it would probably not be that great versus Night Elf. Doable though on certain maps for sure. Versus Orc, also doable on some maps, but not really. In Mirror, definitely playable. So there is a chance of Happy going Lich first. But it is a decay. There we go, everybody. Not the usual Happy route in this matchup. If he knew that his opponent would be human, he would definitely play Lich, I think, but not the case here. It is still a ghoul build, no TeD Fiends or whatever, and the Acolyte will confirm it. Will he also expand? Matchup is a little bit up in the air right now. There's a lot of changes and a lot of possibilities. What you can play with expansions, without expansions. You can go heavy air, you can go rifle cast, you can go pushes, you can go mass knights, you can play with a little bit of gyros. You can even play necromancers as we've seen in ESL Meisterschaft. So it's very, very hard to predict. So now Happy knows, and he can make a choice. He sells his town portal as always. Starbuck with that fireball, getting the first blood, and against Happy, that's super important. You all know how tricky he can be with the Acolyte steals. Not the case here. Not now, but Happy is not taking a single creep spot. He's just rushing across with skeletons without a town portal. Bucky gotta be fast. And there we go. Ring of Protection, not the item he was looking for. Immediately retreating, no deny on the Water Elemental. That is the first experience here for the DK. Starbuck obviously knows that there is no town portal, but man, this is 1-2 workers falling already, and the Archmage surrounded. What a horrible start in his tournament debut, or his Asian tournament debut. This couldn't have gone much worse. Town portal gone. At least he got the experience, but not even level 2, which is obviously hurting. And now what? Tech. Tech instead of Expo, but no shop, no healing. DK still has a coil in a bit at least. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Happy gets the last hit as so often. Not in the middle, went of mana stealing. That's quite nice. But skeletons are here. Obviously, Starbuck is blasting through his mana, trying to defeat these skeletons and get Happy out of his way. But man, there's more ghouls coming. This is so many ghouls. The tech is on the way, but the pressure, isn't it just too much? This game could be over really, really fast. As another footman is getting surrounded. Holy moly, Happy is simply destroying here. Wand of Mana Stealing was put to good use. Could be used again soon to prevent the next coil and spam another Water Elemental, because they have to hold the fort right now. That's exactly what he's doing. They gotta defeat the ghouls. Footman, not surrounded here. Seems like Happy is going on the defensive now. Ooh, rough start. In super late games, Human might be able to turn this around. Archmage is going for boots, but yeah, the lack of a shop is still hurting here. And yeah, reaching the late game will be problematic, especially on one base. Maybe it's the nerves, not too sure. But maybe it's just the dominant force that is Happy. We gather a group of footmen again. Ghouls starting to get hurt. Water Elementals are still there, but we lack level 3, we lack XP, and we lack HP. What can Dr. Bucky do with this scenario here now? At least he didn't brute force the expansion. I think it would have been a bad idea. That happy pressure against workers and not even towers up was meant to be a disaster. He's trying to go for the offensive now, which is always what you try to do with human at this stage of the game. Maybe even a cheeky tier 2 expo. We'll see about that. But the Lich is coming. You're fighting into the halls, which is also not that great. But at least it's distraction. It might even be a little pressure onto the slaughterhouse with water elementals. But you don't want to feed up the DK too far, I guess. Level 3 is a big weapon, as you all know. Deny on the way. And yeah, this is a bit of damage, but no kills, unfortunately. Or can he get that one? Okay, water splashes, Ghoul goes down. But now the Lich arrives, and with that, you gotta get away. So, a handful of kills on Starbuck's side. But was that enough? Now with Coil Nova creeping, Happy will accelerate and probably dominate. But Starbuck is falling back. Mountain King is out, got the boots, will be very, very tanky. His creep speed with Water Elemental, Stormbolt rifles is decent.
A player's forces are under attack.
But there's always an option that Happy is right around the corner and steal stuff with Coil Nova. Health Stone, that was nice. Only going for the item. Nice deny here as well from the creeps. And that one by Starbuck. Feels like Starbuck is warming up a little bit. Happy is still lacking some levels. And now we got the battle of Stormbolt versus Coil Nova. Usually that goes the Undead's way, as you can see right there. But it's not as dominant as the early game was. Nice block, more damage, has to spend the coil defensively. That might save the life of the footman here. And at the moment, Starbuck's army clearly superior, because that was only the 2 heroes. Castle Tech 1/3, Black Citadel Tech quite far ahead. But we got priests, and you see, Archmage is already feeling a lot better. So what now? There's still big pushes coming from Happy if he wants to go for destroyers, but rifles are an okay-ish counter. Oh, Xiaofu. Saved. Boots of Kel'Thalas, man, these items are not very lucky for Dr. Bucky. I like how he keeps the ring, but Boots of Kel'Thalas definitely worth the money. Agility, you don't really scale with that. Heal scroll against Nova and the destroyer shots later. And an Invo Potion on Archmage. That was a big investment. Something that Happy is not going for. So what's it gonna be? Inner Fire Rifles? Destroyer and Ghoul Frenzy. These next 2 minutes will probably decide the game. Crystal Ball, my god. That's gnarly items. On the other side, Claws +9, Scroll of the Beast. Actually not that great, that Scroll of the Beast. But DK level 3, Dark Ranger 3rd. Makes a lot of sense against Rifle Caster army, because they'll be all turned into skeletons. At least selling items gives a lot of value. And you can put it into heal scrolls, can put it into Invo Potions. Was that enough? Paladin still on the bench. Happy's timing works out flawlessly as always. Another Claw +9. My god.
Player's forces are under attack.
Here it comes. Happy actually not pushing into the base, respecting the force of Militia and the home turf advantage. Checking for the red spot, wanted to go for a creep jack, didn't really work out. And Starbuck has solid vision thanks to that Militia. MK level 3 with Clap level 2. Can try to decimate the army of ghouls and fiends, especially against ghouls. This is gonna be good. Paladin is out now too. Staff is online, Orb is online. It's coming together slowly but steady. And that this game passes the 10-minute mark after the early game that we've witnessed is a testament of strength. So Happy's pulling back. Wasted a little bit of time in the upper left. Another claw +9. Oh my god, that Lich! Look at him go! How do you counter this? How do you counter that Lich? Here comes the clap. Solid CC and solid damage, of course, but oh my god, he is like a truck. This doubled, more than double damage. And Starbuck, man, going for the heroes, but only the Dark Ranger. Priests all in the fangs of the ghouls. Mountain King got a carry, but I don't think he can. Scroll of the Beast popped as well. +42. Apart. Oh, Archmage. Invo Potion soon. Huh? Has the Holy Light up. There it is. Supply-wise, it's looking kind of good. Staff also been used. So the clap was working out. But Starbuck has no TP. Potion used. Oh my god. This is damn close, everybody. The Scroll of the Beast is almost done. But Starbuck's army is also rapidly falling out. There's very little mana. Starbuck holding his ground though. Silence on the Mountain King to prevent the next Stormbolt. There could be one. Lich mostly out of mana. DK has one more coil, but the Mountain King falls back. Invo Potion on Happy's side. He found the time. And another Water Elemental. This wasn't half bad though. Pretty even scenario. And this was levels for Starbuck. Level 2 Brilliance Aura right around the corner. You can go... Oh, he does have Inner Fire already. He can go into Knights maybe? And I'm really curious about Happy's solution to this. Imagine Unholy Frenzy on this behemoth.
A player's forces are under attack.
Mountain King regenning up. Fight for the red spot is on. Imagine a claw +12. No Inner Fire as we have 2 destroyers up. Heal Potion instead of an Invul Potion. No mercy. Xiao Fu is, by the way, Chinese for Babs. Yeah, Starbuck is definitely struggling. Can think about his next moves now. We got Inner Fire enabled. There's another claw, by the way, on the Dark Ranger. It's just absurd. Hopefully that doesn't lead to Starbuck losing his rhythm. In the fights, this looked really, really good. And that's a level up. Level 4. Very helpful. Only one statue on the ground by Happy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, the Magnetor. Not falling for it. Not. Oh, he fell for the illusion! That hurts! Stormbolt used on a fake unit. Yeah, Happy would not move his DK that far into enemy territory. The priests are really good to have the spell now. Hard to hit though, because priests are so fragile. You gotta move forward. If you lure them in, the Fiend shot attack, the Dark Ranger attacks. There we go. Coil Nova and Destroyer. This is not the greatest position to fight in. But Clap and Stormbolt, the heavy hitter. You gotta do it with them. The Destroyers though, rain in the air. 6 saved by Happy to the right hand side. And man, I think he just found his timing. Coil there too. But what now? There's no mana no more for Happy. Can Starbuck somehow turn this around? It doesn't look like it. It's looking more and more grim. Archmage on the menu next. There's a Holy Light. There's still a potion. But also, not only is Happy running out of mana, the same goes for Starbuck too. Potion used. Alright. Mountain King has one more hammer. Maybe it wasn't the right call to go for Clap. I can totally understand it. But it's hard to get into position while with Stormbolt that is not the case. And now this should be Red Spot Happy. Oh, it absolutely is Red Spot Happy. Level 3 DR. Item on the DK. That's a talisman. That's fantastic. Hail Mary attempt by Starbuck, but the Paladin is about to drop. And the Mountain King has not much to work with anymore. Every kill is a skeleton due to precise focus fire. And this seems like it's just a matter of time until we see the double Gs. Militia coming in as well. But yeah, double Gs it is. Happy takes it 1-0. I'd love to replay this match with a better opening for Starbuck, because that Creepjack was brutal. And his entire early game was quite bad in terms of outcome. Then Starbuck found his rhythm, played a lot better, had some momentum going for him, but it was only catching up, never getting ahead, and that is a problem when you're up against Happy. So Northern Isles going to the Emperor, and mind you, Starbuck is playing random, so this could be any other race next. We'll see about that. Turtle Rock is the next map. And I really hope he's not getting human here. That would be quite something. We're waiting for Colorful to join the observer slot, and then we're good to go. Hopefully a little faster than the game before. But yeah, Happy's early game, extraordinary. Good coil timings, good surrounds, lots of kills. In the early late game, he got a little lost. Checking the upper left-hand side. When Starbuck wasn't there, but yeah, with a lich like this, that was too crazy. Plus 42 damage on the lich. Like, okay. I would have loved to see Frenzy, really, but against priests, of course, might not be worth it. Waiting for the goal. Happy taking his time in between maps. It's kinda rare. So turn rock. Okay, there we go. What race does he want? Probably everything, like Night Elf and Orc? Kinda hard to say. I think when you're Starbuck and you're going into this tournament, you see the group draws. Like, oh damn, really? First match versus Happy. You prepare for the lower bracket. You prepare for the Labyrinth. You prepare for pink. Kinda hard to prepare for Happy, isn't it? But alright. The second match is on, and Starbuck is on Night Elf. Solid Night Elf player. I think his human and orc are superior to his Night Elf play though. So, how well practiced is he with the Demon Hunter? Happy has shown some weaknesses against Undead. Well, imperfections versus Night Elf, I want to say. That's the level of Happy's weaknesses, you know? It's less than perfect. Night Elves were able to challenge him due to the Demon Hunter, also with Keeper. But it feels like he's finding solutions, and that razor sharp tier 3 timing, you know it, with the Frenzy and the Destroyers. He hits it every single time. We got a DK again. That seems to be the standard. DK Ghouls works very well against all races, huh? Well, not so much against in Undead Mirror, I'd say. But Happy should be the better Undead Mirror player, so that won't matter too much. So a big map like this, lots to creep. Good creep speed with Demon Hunter as a whole, of course, thanks to Immolation and Ancients of War. On the other side, Coil and Ghouls and Skeletons all have good damage types against the creeps on this map. But usually Happy is the one being ultra aggressive. We saw it on map 1. Yeah, that was a different matchup, but this might be the matchup where he's most aggressive. Diving into bases, hunting for the wisps. And Starbuck starting things off with a cloak again, like... What's this RNG? The one guy is getting claws, 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 claws. The other guy blessed by a crystal ball. And of course we stack a Lich up once again. I don't hate the ring, as it's damage mitigation, and damage mitigation leads to better... Are you kidding me? Did he just steal that? No, it wasn't Archer, right? Yeah, it was the Archer.
A player's forces are under attack.
Leads to better mana management. Second mantle. International Lich Stacking Day today. So interesting to see Starbuck's movement away from the base now. He should have seen the army coming now. This is a very classic play by Happy, even a little late. So moving so far away from your main, I'm not sure if that's the best thing to do against Happy. Trying to evacuate all the wisps, I like that, but that leaves the Moonwells exposed just like that. And Happy does some good deconstruction business, I can tell you. Oh, that's a lot of wisps already. And not so much HP. Small error in movement, and Happy exploits it pretty much immediately. Good positioning against the Demon Hunter as well. Never offering too many targets for Immolation, and then the DPS of a Demon Hunter is still good, but not overwhelming compared to the damage he's doing to the archers now. Moon Juice almost completely empty. I don't see a Hunter's Hall. This is too much, isn't it?
Player's forces are under attack.
What a sick ghoul movement again. Perfectly in time. Demon Hunter has to stand true to his name and just, yeah, hunt. But I don't know what Starbuck is supposed to do now. He's under-leveled. He's under-equipped. He's under-teched. This is brutal. Happy also with the late graveyard, so this was an intense micro battle. Naga second to pick up some speed on Starbuck's side. On Happy's side as well. Interesting to see. Is it wins now? Or what is Starbuck's strategy? For the damage Happy did, it's quite fantastic that all these archers are alive, but what's the follow-up now? That's the big question. And now the claw +9, okay. But Naga on Happy's side as well. Shadow Melt, of course, doesn't do too much. That forces the town portal. Yeah, what do you want to play now? Mass Archers? Hippo Riders? Feels like the momentum is not in Starbuck's favor, but since Happy slipped up as well, no statue for the time being. And yeah, it is wins now.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's not the meta anymore, really. Uh-oh. Oh, that Naga. Oh. Boots on Naga, plus the stutter stepping. Wonderfully done. And no staff ready. That's a hero kill. That's more archers going down because of course there's another charge of dust when he needs it. And Starbuck needs an absolute miracle to get back into this game. This is how Games vs. Happy can look like, everybody. We know it. And yeah, as I said, his big chances were or are in the lower bracket, as he got the least favorable seed in the entire tournament.
A player's forces are under attack.
With some damage towards Happy here as well. Especially since the statues were so late. He's also at 50 now, stuck at 40 now. Starbuck is fighting. He doesn't have the best weapons, that's for sure. Another claw +9, but is this just a dead hunt? Yeah. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Not the best debut for Starbuck in the Asian circuit. That derailed super quickly. Maybe not the races he wanted to have on the specific maps, but that's what you get when you're playing random. Happy pretty much destroys Dr. Bucky and is in the winner bracket final now. He'll be up against the winner of Labyrinth and Pink. And as I said, don't underestimate Pink's mirror match. He's been pretty good at that. And Starbuck, he has another shot in the lower bracket.